Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the Samagra Siksha online classes. Myself, T. Jyoti Ponnada KGBV Echcherla. Today, I am going to teach you the lesson Plasma Membrane. Plasma Membrane. Plasma membrane is a selectively permeable membrane. Plasma membrane is a selectively permeable membrane. It is a type of the cell organism. Plasma membrane is the one type of the cell organism. It is mainly useful for protection of the cell. Plasma membrane mainly useful for protection of the cell. Now here we can see the plasma membrane. Now we can see the plasma membrane. This model of plasma membrane is called as fluid mosaic model. Fluid mosaic model, which is proposed in 1972. Plasma membrane is the outermost of the layer. Plasma membrane is a outermost layer of the cell. The cell separates cytoplasm from the external environment. Cytoplasm from the external environment. It acts like a security guard for the cell. Plasma membrane like a security guard for the cell. It only allows the useful substance or a few substances. It only allows the useful substances. Now we can see the table 1 in page number 38 of textbook. Let's try to fill it. These are the substances like oxygen, glucose, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, carbon dioxide and wastes. These are the substances. These substances like oxygen, glucose, proteins, vitamins, minerals. These are the allowed by the cell. Next, fats, carbon dioxide, waste. These substances are not allowed by the cell. Now, let's see the lab activity. Firstly, prepare sugar solution in a beaker. Let's see the sugar solution in a beaker. To perform this activity, we need 2 beakers, tap water, sugar and kismis. 2 beakers, tap water, sugar and kismis. Take a 100 ml water in a beaker and keep kismis in it. Leave it for an hour. If you observe it, we can see difference between dry kismis with it. Now we can see that kismis was swollen. Why did this happen? It is because of a layer which allows water into the cell. It made the kismis to swollen. What is the process in which water moves and out of the cell? This process is osmosis. This process is osmosis. Let's see and observe the process through this activity. Materials required for this are potato, knife, sugar, spoon, ball pin, dropper, petri dish. Take a pressed raw potato and cut into cube shape. Cut into the cube shape. Make it as a cup. Make it as a cup. Make a potato cup, form it. Make a potato cup, form it. Prepare a few amount of saturated sugar solution. High concentrated solution. Sugar solution is a high concentrated solution. Keep the potato cup in a petri dish. Fill half of the potato cup with sugar solution and marks the level by pin. Pour water in a petri dish or a bowl. Observe the water levels in both potato cup and petri dish and leave it from 1 hour. After 1 hour, water level increase in potato cup and decrease in petri dish. Increase in potato cup, decrease in petri dish. Water level increase in potato cup while decrease in petri dish. This indicates water molecules enter into potato cup from petri dish. Now we will discuss about filtration. For this activity, we need 2 bakers, funnel, filter paper, stand, sugar and flour, bottle and cotton cloth. These are the required materials. As shown in the figure, arrange the apparatus. If apparatus are not available, we can see the bottle for the filtration as shown. Now prepare a solution if 100 ml water mixed with 1 spoon flour. We can take any kind of flour. Now add tincture iodine to it and pour the solution in funnel. Here the filter paper or cloth does not allow the flour paste but allows the water. Cells are act in a same way, mostly plasma membrane. That is called permeability. Now let us see the function of plasma membrane. The outermost extremely delicate, elastic and membranous covering of the cell that separates its content from the external environment is called a plasma membrane. Protoplasm of the cell consists of 2 parts, cytoplasm and nucleus. Protoplasm of a cell contains 2 parts, cytoplasm and nucleus. Plasma membrane is selectively permeable because it allows enter of certain substances or a few substances, exit of some substance while preventing passage to remaining substances. Plasma membrane a living flexible membrane. Plasma membrane is a living flexible membrane. Now let us see the function of plasma membrane. Functions of plasma membrane: shape, mechanical barriers, selectivity, permeability, endocytosis, recognition, like that. So first of all, shape. It protects the shape. It provides the definite shape. Of the cell. Next one is mechanical barriers. It protects the cell. And selectivity, permeability. The allows of a few substances. Next one is endocytosis. Endocytosis means taking the food. Endocytosis means taking the food. Next one is recognition. Recognition means identification. These are like various, they defends the cell. They defends the against microbes, like that. A flow of information and osmosis, cell continuity, specialization. These are the function of plasma membrane. The process in which water molecules leave the cell is called exosmosis. The process in which water molecules enter the cell endoosmosis. Osmosis is a two process, exosmosis, endoosmosis. Exosmosis means the process in which water molecules leave the cell. That's called exosmosis. Another one is endoosmosis, the process in which water molecules enter the cell, that is called endoosmosis. Functions of cell membranes. Functions of cell membranes, say mechanical barriers, selectivity, permeability, endocytosis, recognition, flow of information, osmosis, so specialization and cell continuity. Semi-permeable membrane or selectively permeable membrane allows passage of solvent and some solutes. Now let's see the movement of water in animal. Now let's see the movement of water in animals. Material requires eggs like that. Take 2 bakers and prepare dilute hydrochloric acid in both. Prepare the dilute hydrochloric acid. Keep 2 raw eggs in dill HCl or dilute HCl for 4 to 5 hours. Dilute HCl for 4 to 5 hours. HCl made of a calcium carbonate, it reacts with acid to form a calcium chloride and gives out carbon dioxide gas. Calcium carbonate, it reacts with acid from the calcium chloride and gives out carbon dioxide gas. After 5 hours, take out the egg by using a spoon. Take out the egg by using a spoon. Wash the egg in tap water and wipe them by using a cloth. Wash the eggs in tap water. Measure the circumferences of each egg with a long stripe of paper and mark on the paper with a pen. Take a 2 bakers and prepare the concentrated salt solution in 1 baker and take a fresh water in another baker. 1 baker salt solution, another baker fresh water. So concentrated salt solution and fresh water. Place 1 egg in the salt water while another egg in the fresh water. 1 egg in the salt water, another 1 egg in fresh water. After 5 hours, the egg placed in salt water strictly, the egg placed in tap water in swells. Take out the eggs from the beaker and measure their circumferences with the same stripe of paper. Size of the egg placed in the salt water decreased. Size of the egg placed in salt water decreased. Size of the egg placed in tap water increased. So salt water and fresh water. Salt water is high concentration, fresh water is low concentration. This is the exoosmosis, this is the endoosmosis. Nature of membrane for in transport. So types of transport: permeable, permeable, semi-permeable, selectively permeable. Impermeable, permeable, semi-permeable, selectively permeable. So impermeable do not allow any substances. Do not allow any substances. Permeable means allow both solvent and solutes. Permeable means allows both solvent and solutes. Semi-permeable allows only solvent but not solute. Selectivity permeable allows solvent and selected solvents. So plasma membrane is a selectively permeable membrane. Transport of materials across the cell membranes, the process of two types: osmosis and diffusion. Osmosis through the plasma membrane, diffusion from higher concentration. So osmosis are two types: exoosmosis, endoosmosis. Osmosis are two types: exoosmosis, endoosmosis. Exoosmosis means water leaving the cell. Endoosmosis means water entering the cell, like egg cell experiment. Diffusion means from higher concentration solutions, only from higher concentration solutions, example water and solvents.
The chapter. Here, let us perform an activity to study preparing semi-permeable membrane by using egg membrane. Click each tab to know more. To prepare semi-permeable membrane by using egg membrane. To perform this activity, following materials are required: 3 beakers, 2 egg membranes, sugar, water, thread, measuring jar, disposable syringe, cloth and tablespoon. Take the eggs that are soaked in the dilute HCl solution. Wash the eggs under tap water and wipe them with cloth. Now, remove the internal content present in the egg membranes carefully by making a pencil-sized hole in them. and wash the membrane with fresh water. Now take one egg membrane and fill it with 10 ml of saturated sugar solution, which is already prepared in a beaker by using syringe. Next, tie the mouth of the membrane with the help of a thread. Now, take a beaker containing 100 ml of tap water and dip the membrane into it. Leave it aside for one night. Next, take the second membrane and fill it with 10 ml of tap water with the help of syringe and tie its mouth with the help of thread. Take another beaker containing 100 ml of saturated sugar solution. Use the sugar solution which is already prepared and place the second membrane inside this beaker. Measure the contents of the egg membranes and beakers and note down the observations. It is observed that in case of beaker 1, the water level in beaker is decreased and the sugar solution present inside the egg membrane is increased. In case of beaker 2, the sugar solution present inside the beaker is increased and the tap water present inside the egg membrane is decreased. From this experiment, we learned that the level of solutions of egg membrane or beaker is increasing only when they have the sugar solution in them. The sugar molecules are too large to pass through the membrane. Hence, the water molecules pass into the sugar solution. This decreases the level of water and increases the level of sugar solution.
Now we will talk about diffusion. Diffusion is the movement of substance from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. Diffusion means high concentration, low concentration to high concentration. So diffusion happens in liquids and gases because their particles move randomly from place to place in high concentration to low concentration. Diffusion is a important process for living things. It is how substance move in out of the cells. So totally diffusion means high concentration to low concentration. Okay, thank you.